Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yes.
Look who's here.
Oh my gosh, we'd love to see it. Hey, welcome
well,
back.
Welcome in.
Hello,
You
world.
stumbled into the rigmarole.
You certainly did, but we hope you don't stumble too hard because we don't have insurance. Anyways, if you've never seen the show before, guess what it is? It's a long-form improv comedy show. Don't know what that is? Well, okay, I'll tell you. Improv comedy, well, it means we're going to take 3 suggestions from you, the audience, at the top. How are we going to get those suggestions? We're going to give you a prompt. Something like this will pop up on the screen. It'll say that, and then you'll enter it into the chat. You'll give us a little inspiration. We'll take that inspiration 3 different times, and then we'll branch out from there. You might see your suggestion get paid off at the beginning of the show, more towards the middle, or more towards the end of the show. And just because we're only picking 3 suggestions doesn't mean those are the only ones that could wind up into the show. But we do promise the 3 that we pick will end up in the show. So we're counting on you. And just remember, we are inspired by those suggestions, and then we'll branch out from there. It doesn't necessarily mean we are going to stick to them stringently the whole time. Other than that, my good man here has a little bit more info to throw at you.
Some technical things that we do to make it clear as we create characters and situations is that we turn our cameras off and back on to signify exits and entrances. We can leave in the middle of a scene and come back on as a new character while using this same technique. We can also jump into each other's characters if we can portray them well enough so as to not to confuse the audience. So just be aware that if Marc establishes a character and you see me jumping into that same character, that could be what's happening. We also use to signify that we want to end a scene and begin a new one. Perhaps Marc will say something that triggers me and gives me an idea for a new character or a new scene. I will ding a bell. He will know, okay, let's start something new. That is what that sound is. Playing tonight, we have the scrumptious and wildly washed Marc Little.
Oh, and we have the intrepid and scrupulous Kerby Grubb.
That's true. So accurate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would love a little input from you for our suggestions tonight. How about this one?
Let's get a title of a hard-boiled detective novel, something along the lines of a Dashiell Hammett character, Mike Hammer, anything that tickles your fancy insofar as a hard-boiled detective novel. You guys can come up with something. This particular segment is brought to you by windshield wipers. Windshield wipers. You can't see anything. Pay us money and we will make it clear for you. This is the Windshield Wiper Hostage Association of America.
Windshield wipers. The most you've ever paid for metal and rubber to touch.
Windshield wipers.
Windshield wipers. Funny story about windshield wipers is I actually went without replacing my windshield wipers for far longer than anyone should.
Right.
To the point where they were just, the rubber was basically just hanging there.
Right.
Yeah. And for some reason, people felt that I should replace them. I'm not exactly sure. Society. Am I right?
Well, people just yelling at you as you passed, like, get those fixed. Hey, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Someone was hanging down.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right.
Well, the comments are rolling in. We just have no time. It's so fast. Here we go. From our friend Marc Little, Doug Charleston, detective at law. Oh, look at that!
What an interesting suggestion.
What a great detective at law. Such a lost profession, really.
It really is.
Detective at law. You know, there's lots of detectives out there, but the detective at law is a card carrying. You gotta get that We also have your mother's housekeeper. Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow.
That feels like there's a lot of intrigue there.
It does.
Ooh, murder in the loo. Murder in the loo. I like that one very much.
Oh, Murder in the Loo.
Murder in the loo. Frank Smith's Last Night Home. So, I like all these from every one of you.
Sure. Yeah, we appreciate
but I think I'm gonna go with Murder in the Loo.
I think Murder in the Loo is strong. Thank you, Stephanie.
Right. Thank you, Stephanie. Very much indeed.
I'll go ahead and pop that into the chat.
Thanks for doing that. That is a little behind the scenes action, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see this is what we that's how we remember what the suggestions are, is we type them, we write them down for ourselves. But don't worry, we'll review them before we get out of here.
Our next question for you, please tell us your favorite Crayola color. You remember the big box, and perhaps you remember a few names that were maybe unfamiliar to you as a child. You read the names and you thought to yourself, I've never heard of this name as a color before. Well, those are the ones we're looking for. This segment is, of course, brought to you by cardboard. Cardboard, more than just boxes. When you need a home, when you need love, cardboard is the answer.
When you need love. Jake says flesh. That was a good one. That was a good one. It never really matched anyone's flesh, but it was indeed called flesh.
It was within the realm.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even need any other ones. That one just sounds killer to me.
That one does sound really good.
I heard flesh first, so let's go with flesh. Thank you, Mr. Dunham. Periwinkle.
Oh, Periwinkle.
And then Dog Groomer Pink.
Oh, Dog Groomer Pink. Oh, wow.
I mean, we feel like we get Dog Groomer Pink like every time.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's just, yeah, we've done that too many times. Okay, and for our third prompt,
we've got name a place that starts with the letter Y. This segment is brought to you by Maps. Unsure of where to go? Unsure of why you're going there? Unsure of your purpose in life? Get a map.
Maps. Those lines aren't just squiggles. They're roads and rivers and a pathway to your heart. Maps. Yazoo.
Oh, Yazoo.
Don't forget about Yazoo.
Until this moment, I had 100% forgotten about Yazoo.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yazoo had slipped my mind until just now, but when Jake typed it in, I was like, oh yeah, Zoo.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Yazoo.
Fan.
Oh, the YMCA.
Right.
I honestly forgot it was a place and not just a song for a moment.
Right. Used to stand for the Young Men's Christian Association.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't think they really push that anymore.
Yeah, what is it now? It's like youth something.
I don't know if they changed it. I think they just said, let's just go with the letters.
Okay, we'll keep the letters. What do you like, sir?
I like Yazoo.
All right. Yazoo it is.
I don't know what it is, what it means, why it's there, what it's all about. But I guess we're going to find out, right?
I'm inspired.
I am so inspired by these suggestions. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your suggestions, which are Murder in the Loo. We've also got Flesh. And bringing up the rear,
Yazoo.
Yazoo. Murder in the Loo, Flesh, and Yazoo. We really appreciate you guys tuning in tonight and giving us some suggestions to work with. I wonder what's going to happen while you guys watch
The Rig
It was the hottest August I had ever been on record. Larry from the Almanac, he came by earlier this morning to tell me that it was the hottest August ever on record. And I could feel the sweat draining down the back of my neck like so much blood running down a conked out person's head. That's right. The investigation was not going too well, and the heat was not helping. No matter how much I fanned my face with my own hand, it was like it wasn't really made for that, and that there was a better tool for it. But tools were not my concern at this point. My concern was the murder that took place. The murder that took place in the loo. I had gotten into an argument with a man in the bookstore about whether my hand was a proper fan to use because he was trying to sell me these fancy book fans. But in the back of my mind the whole time as I was arguing with the man in the bookstore, I was thinking about the murder. The murder in the loo. You see, this was Waterloo, Iowa, and only the real cool people called it the loo. But nonetheless, Waterloo, Iowa was where I called home. I used to stand on the street corner and look around just to remind myself of the majesty of Waterloo, Iowa. And then when I got an idea, I used to stick my finger in the air and say, man, I got an idea. Yeah. And that's the way it went all day. But you know what? Then I got a clue about the murder in the loo.
I heard you was looking for some information about a deceased person who ended up in the river and all bloated and with a lot of water taken on in their skin, and they didn't live and they died.
That's right, Betsy. You heard right. I only come around here for one reason anymore. And that's because I know you've got the information.
I keep my ear to the street, okay, Henry. I keep my nose to the grindstone and I keep my ear to the street, okay. And last time I gave you information, what happened? Nothing happened. I didn't get my rent in the mail, Mr. Big Shot Detective.
Well, Betsy, I meant to send you the rent. I got into a little bit of a... Well, you know how I was back then with gambling. I'm better now. But the case was solved.
Henry, you need a good woman to come be by your side, to keep you out of those card games at night, gambling all your money away. You need somebody to yell at you when you get those weird ideas in your head. And you need somebody to stitch up your bullet holes when you come home from a shootout.
Well, maybe I do, Betsy. But all I need right now in this diner is a full iced tea and the information. Because I need to solve that murder.
Okay, before I fill your iced tea, let me get all this gum off my fingers.
I would appreciate if you use the other hand for the picture.
Oh, for the picture. Well, now I got gum spit all over both my hands.
If you wouldn't mind, I'll just pick up the pitcher and refill my iced tea myself.
You know what? We spent a night of intimacy together 3 months ago, and you act like that never happened. You didn't worry about my gum spit that night, Mr. Big Shot Harry Detective Henry.
Well, you're right. You're right. Betsy, that intimacy we just participated in was first rate.
Would you like a piece of gum? I like to pop in a fresh one after I have intimacy.
Would you mind? I have some Purell I would love to let you use. I'll trade you the...
No, I want to put it in your mouth. Come on over, Mr. Big Shot Detective, with your big naked body and you're laying in the bed. Boink! There you go.
Oh, that's Hubba Zubba. I didn't know you had Hubba Zubba.
Only the best Only the best, baby. See, that's what you get with Betsy, okay? And although I'm just a diner worker, some call it a waitress. I like to say diner worker. But even though that's all I am, I got big dreams. I can be somebody. I can be the wife of a hard-boiled detective, maybe.
Well, Betsy, all I know is that you've been trying to saddle me in a relationship for quite some time. I appreciate you pouring a little more tea. But here's the thing, Betsy. My life and my work is a dirty business. That's why I got to keep my hands clean.
I understand. I don't even need the rent. I make good money here at the diner. I just wanted you to come around and see me every once in a while. That's all.
Betsy, will you come back here and take this grilled cheese out to table 7? The young man is waiting.
Damn it, Randall. Okay, yes. Okay, Randall. Okay, yes. You know what? I'm talking to the big shot detective, and if you could give me 5 seconds without yelling at me, it would really make me feel comfortable because I have something I'm trying to accomplish over here with him.
Well, Betsy, I understand that you're trying to accomplish something, but I'm also trying to accomplish something. I'm a restaurateur, Betsy, and if the food doesn't go out, neither one of us get paid, and I would hate to see.
Great, got it. Okay, yes. Here's your grilled cheese sandwich.
Thank you for the grilled cheese sandwich. It took
Shut
a
up,
little
be quiet. Just be quiet and eat your sandwich. I'm going back over there. If you need anything, don't bother me.
Can I have a side of ranch?
Yes. I need 1 side of ranch for this asshole over here at the diner table who wants ranch. Can you pour some ranch quick, please? I got to get back to
Betsy, this feels like a teaching moment. If you think it's appropriate to be calling our guests inside this restaurant assholes, Betsy, then let me teach you that it's not right.
Randall, these are not guests. These are diner folk, okay? These are diner people, okay, who don't even care when I touch my gum and then I touch their food, okay? So don't try to class the place up, okay? Just because you got this place from your dad and it used to be a fancy restaurant and now it's a greasy spoon.
Okay, Betsy, I mean, those are all fair points, and these are diner people, but these diner people are our guests, and if that young gentleman wants ranch, well, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Is my ranch coming?
Here's your ranch. Okay, I'm sorry that I had yelled at you before. Okay, and you were starting to make me talk like I was from the South, and when I get upset, I start talking like I'm from the South, and you don't want that. Okay, so listen, we're glad you're here. Enjoy your grilled cheese and your ranch. It sounds like a disgusting combination, but I'll be right over here because I'm gonna get that Mr. Detective man, and I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna make him mine.
Well, you know what, Miss Waitress? It sounds like you're a little stressed out, and you know what I do when I'm stressed out, other than eat grilled cheese? Well, sometimes I'll start at the end of the alphabet and I'll say it backwards.
That's great. This is not helping me, and I feel like maybe you're just trying to slow me down.
Maybe if you tried the exercise, I think you would feel better.
Okay. All right. He's having his soup right now anyway, so he's not going anywhere. Okay. Z X. I already messed it up.
So the key is to forgive yourself every step of the way. That's the key.
See?
Betsy, you still over there at that table? We got another soup!
I'm forgiving myself every step of the way!
Betsy was little help because all she wanted to do was play games, and I didn't have time for games. I had a murder in the loo to figure out. So I went down to the crime scene to see what kind of details I could get from the mortician who was down there processing the body. It was at the downtown Waterloo Observatory, and they always had a very strict entrance policy. Didn't matter if you were a detective investigating a crime scene, you still had to knock.
1 minute. Yes, one minute. Yes.
No problem, Sal. I know you're busy being a mortician.
Okay. Hi, Hank. Come on in.
Sal, thank you.
It's a real murder scene in here.
Oh, God. I know it's bad when you describe it that way, Sal.
So I'm gonna sign the infrared light. I'm gonna wave it around just on your way in, just so you can see all the juices and bloods and everything. I know I should be speaking more technically, but I'm a little thrown off. Did I mention it's a real bloodbath in here? Oh my
God. What is this building called again?
This is the Municipal Commissary of Waterloo Downtown Investigate. You know what it is. It's the observatory.
It's the observatory. I can't believe someone had the guts to commit the murder inside the observatory.
That's what I was saying, Hank. I'm glad you're here, because this police force, this Waterloo police force, ever since we got the new commissioner, I don't think they really know what they're doing.
I'd say you're 100% right.
Okay, all right, here we go. Time to solve this murder. Hey, everybody, let's circle up. Okay.
Commissioner, you mind if I step in the circle?
Okay. Wow. Dylan, you did not tell me he was going to be here.
No.
You're Hank Flint, right?
Yeah, Commissioner, that's Hank Flint. He's a
okay, Dylan, just you should have. I needed you to tell me that before he got here, okay? World-renowned detective Hank Flint's going to come by the Waterloo Observatory on my shift, and okay, all right, Hank. You know what? It's a pleasure.
He's also a big advocate of Sudoku for mental relaxation. Just
Dylan, come here, Dylan, come here. Listen to me. Just go in the corner and be quiet. And you and your mom and I will talk about how you screwed this up when we get home.
Commissioner, Dad. Okay. I am doing my best, and if my best is a little slower than other people, I think we could show a little grace, right? That's part of the police force's motto: security, grace, and justice.
The new Waterloo. That's right. God, you brought a little tear to my eye when you were talking all that police talk, because I don't want to put too much pressure on you, son, in front of, Hank Flint and the whole police force here, but I really want you to be the very best police officer that Waterloo has ever seen. And that's why we moved here, is so that I can become the commissioner and that you could one day run this town.
I know, Dad. That's why I said yes. That's why I agreed to leave our hometown of Idlewild. But I'll slink back here.
Okay, slink back in the corner. And you did screw up on the whole Hank Flint thing. Okay,
I know.
Okay, Mr. Flint. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to my crime scene. Yes, you may step into the circle. That's right. I just want to brief everybody on the facts of the case. So, unless Mr. Flint, you have anything you need,
Well, Commissioner, what I need is to solve this case.
That's me too. That's me too. I also am gonna solve this case. That's my priority.
Okay. Well, then why? Hey, Commissioner. Hey, Commissioner.
Yeah, you just cut off world-renowned detective Hank Flint.
Commissioner, Oh, Commissioner, will you control your men, please?
I'm sorry. You know what? Let me get over here. Get over here. Get over here.
What is it?
Sidebar. Listen.
What?
Jackson.
What?
You're making me look like a real horse's ass in front of Hank Flint, hard-boiled, worldwide, renowned detective.
Go. You know what? Sometimes helps is if you reframe the situation. So you could think of a horse's ass as strong and muscular.
I don't need to reframe the situation. I need you to not interrupt when we're talking. Okay? So you go over with Dylan. Get in the corner. Go slink into the corner with Dylan.
I'll slink. I'll slink it by him. I'll slink in the corner.
Thank you. Okay. So here's the facts of the case.
Yeah,
as we know them.
for sure.
We have one dead body. Female.
Yeah.
That's the facts of the case as we know them.
Okay. Nicely.
The long and the short of it.
Nicely buttoned up, Commissioner. That feels like, it feels like you guys have made some real headway here.
Right.
And,
a clue. A clue. A candy wrapper.
That's a buttermint wrapper, isn't it?
Buttermint, indeed.
Hmm.
Oh my god, this is the best restaurant I've ever been to. Excuse me, hostess? Is there a limit on how many buttermints I can take? Is there a limit?
Yes.
What's the number?
There's one per one person. Why would there be a limit and it would be more than one per person?
Well, imagine this. If you don't want people to take as many buttermints as they want, why do you just leave them out in a big bowl like this?
Because it's a customary thing. You're put those back. You're on the honors system.
Because I'm taking the extras for different days and for people that I like who are my friends. I have a lot of friends. People love me. I'm a great person. They say
then they have to come here and they have to eat a meal and pay for a meal and then they can have a free buttermints. We're not in the business of giving away free buttermints to all your friends.
Well, not everyone can afford to come eat at Geppetto's. Not everyone can afford to eat here. Geppetto's is a high-class place, I mean,
That's right. That's right. It's the only restaurant in town where the whole staff acts like marionettes, okay?
I know.
And listen, you are going to realize something real quick, okay? Is that this is the classiest restaurant in all of Waterloo, Iowa. And if you're going to try to take our buttermints from us, we're going to come for you, okay?
That feels like more like a threat. That feels like a genuine threat.
That was a threat.
Well, I'm leaving now, and I'm taking more buttermints.
No. God damn these strings. No.
Damn it, why won't the car start? Damn it! Oh my god, this is how people die in the movies.
Hey, come back here.
Look! Get away from my car! Stop tapping on the window! Don't tap the glass!
I see you, okay? The rest of the staff is coming out here, okay? We don't abide this.
Just leave me alone!
Is this her? Is she the one? Give us our buttermints back, okay? This is not a charity we're running here.
I was a paid customer. I had the souffle. I had a fresh house salad. Come on, Geppetto's is my favorite restaurant. Why are you guys chasing me?
How many buttermints did you take?
I'm not gonna count them. I can't.
I see 3 on the seat.
Well, I took a couple handfuls.
A couple handfuls.
Please don't murder me.
Hi, looks like Good, good. Looks like you've worked in a lot of restaurants, huh? Ooh, ooh, Blakely's. That's nice. That's a nice one.
If you've ever had the beef tartare, well, it's good. But if you haven't had it, I recommend it.
I can't afford that to eat there on a general manager restaurant salary, but I did get a gift certificate, so I'm saving it up for my big opportunity. But anyway, back to your resume here. So you're familiar with Geppetto, The Legend of, and Pinocchio. Okay, see, this is where I was going. I'm so glad that you. So as part of there we go. Okay, just hold on. You're getting ahead of me here. As part of the interview process, we are going to want to see what it looks like when you act like a marionette. The whole staff, the bartenders, the hostess, everyone's going to act like they're marionettes, and that's going to be the theme of the restaurant. And we're going to bring Pinocchio back, and we're going to have a growing nose over. Somebody's going to rotate with the growing nose every shift. So.
Yeah, I get it. I get the concept.
So it sounds like you're a little confused. So everybody acts like they are marionettes. And
got no strings.
Are you sure?
Got no strings to hold me. I get it. Like, I totally understand the concept of the restaurant. That's why I want
to. Right, but got no strings. Like, this is not a bongo playing restaurant, okay? And that's kind of what you're doing. I need you to be like very much like a very herky-jerky marionette.
Got no strings to hold me up.
Okay, that's it.
Got no strings.
Okay.
So I think, all I'm saying is I think I could add a lot of value here as a bartender. I used to.
Great.
And if I don't get this job, I won't be able to put a roof over my head anymore. I am 1 week away from living under the Alabaster Bridge on 7th and Broadway. If I have to live under the Alabaster Bridge, I won't last. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I'm not outdoorsy.
No, I have to write down everything you say in the interview. So if you could just say less, then I would have to write down less. Just for me, just for my end of things, just because my hands get a little crampy at this point. Can we just finish the interview? Like, you're doing great, except for that whole speech you did where you cried about how tough your life is. Everything is pretty good. Can I just see you make a tequila sunrise, but like a marionette?
Sure. So we're going to build it over ice.
I like that you said build it, because it makes it seem like it's bigger than just a drink.
That's right. Everything here is bigger than just a drink. When I work, it's a metaphor. Here, we build it over ice. I add 2 counts of tequila. 1, 2. I'm going to add some pineapple juice. 1, 2, 3. That's for the.
Do you always count out loud?
No, I'm just showing you that I know what to do.
Okay, keep that. I want you to count out loud.
Okay, got no strings. Now I'll add simple syrup. 3, fill me up. And then I'm going to shake it.
Oh, nice marionette shaking. Oh my God. Look at that. Look how beautiful that it looks.
Okay, well, that's an interesting concept for a restaurant, and we have a lot of string. But my question is more, is it like an invisible fishing line type thing? We don't know that the people are attached to string, or are you looking for like some thick rope so there's no doubt about it?
Look, I never really think it through this very specifically. I have more of the general concept in my brain, and I come to you to say, like, maybe you can actualize it for me when we open my chin of a restaurant. Eh?
Well, I mean, you did come to Tom Johnson's String and Rope, so if you came to the right place.
Tom Johnson, I'm thinking maybe string, attach it to all the joints of the arm, the knee, and the ankle, yeah?
Sure.
The string can run to a pulley system from the ceiling, but the pulley system is just slack. It does not really do nothing so that the people can move around freely, because it's really just the actors, waiters, that these are the ones that are controlling all the motions.
Well, here are my different gauges of rope. Okay, so we got a 14 gauge chucker knot rope. We've got 8.5 gauge field weld. Okay, and that's good if you're trying to pull a trailer hitch or something like that. We've got 6.5 John Thompson. This is an exclusive that we have here, and it's chafe free. So if you're looking for something chafe-free, I wear them all as bracelets. So
you know so much about rope.
It's my profession.
The crime scene didn't really yield much information, seeing as how the new Waterloo Police Department was a bunch of bumbling, stumbling, fumbling dillards. Yeah, I said it. I called them dillards, and I don't care that this is in a book and everybody's reading it. That's what they were, dillards. So I decided, well, I'm going to have to take this on my own shoulders. And I asked for their very best recruit, someone to be by my side while I figured this murder out, this murder in the loo.
Yeah, I will assist you, Mr. Hank Flint. Chief, can I go ahead and volunteer for this? Yeah, you can volunteer for this. Actually, this is our best guy. He's our freshest face, our newest recruit, and he has a really cool voice, if you ask me. Thanks, Chief. I appreciate you. And I really love that we started off the shift every morning with hugs. I feel like it gets everybody really emotionally connected for the shift. Sorry, Mr. Flint, you were going to say.
Curtis, right?
Yep. Officer Curtis Blithely.
Well, Curtis, I just need you to know that we're not going to start the shift off with hugs. And if that's not something you can handle, then you might not be cut out for this line of work.
Chief, what is this all about? What's he talking about? Hey, man, that's our newest guy. You can't start out the day off with a little bit of a hug? God.
Chief, I'm a hard-boiled detective. What we don't do is start our day off with hugs.
No, Chief, no. No, okay, that's right. Okay, Mr. Flint, I'm with you. If you say be hard, I will be granite.
Okay. I'm still a little concerned. But then follow me down to actually just pick up the body and let's take it to the morgue. That's your job right now. You pick up the body.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to hug everybody goodbye. Okay, see you later. Hey, man, great job. Your uniform looks really good.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Oh, man, your uniform looks really good. I'm glad you let me iron it this morning.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for hugging. And
Stefan, give me a hug, buddy.
me on.
Hey, look, you're a good cop. You're a good cop, okay? You're a good dad. And just because you gave Cynthia ho-hos, too many ho-hos, it doesn't make you a bad dad.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And thank you for reading me a little bit of your novel, because that thing is good.
Can you wrap up the whole hugging thing? We have a murder to solve.
Hey, okay, Henry, is it? Curtis wrote a novel, okay? And it is so good. The character descriptions are
are lifelike.
It's true. I put pen to paper, and I don't. We don't got to get into all this right now. I feel vulnerable when I talk about my writing.
Okay. Fine. In local news, 14 people have been hanged at local hangout Geppetto's. It appears the servers accidentally got caught up in their 8-gauge rope and hanged themselves. Live on the scene is Chuck Magushka with a little more of the dangly details. Go ahead, Chuck. Oh, no. Holy shit. All right, we are going to see if we... Oh, my God. Can we get Chuck's camera off? Can someone cut Chuck's camera? There is clearly a hanging body on Chuck. Oh, my God. People, we are sorry about that. Now we are going to a recently opened mini golf course down in Lakeside.
Hey, hon, I'm late for work. They got me working on the new, I'm going down to cover this big multiple hanging at the Geppetto's restaurant. So do I have any food on my face? I got to get going.
Well, sweetheart, you have a little peanut butter. It looks like you had a little PB toast on. Did you after the cereal?
Get it out of there.
Yeah, just hold on just 1 second. Oh, that's a big glob.
I'm just so excited. You know, this is the first big news report that they're giving me. You know, the Chuck McGovern News Minute. That's it's a working title.
Honey, your name is Chuck Magushka, and you can be proud of it.
Sorry. God, you can tell how nervous I am. I screwed up my own name.
I know.
I just want to get in there with all the hanged bodies, and I just want to attack the story. So, wish me luck.
Okay, but Chuck, you have kind of a tendency to go overboard. Okay, right? So,
babe, that's the thing that's going to get me recognized. Okay, in the news business. All right, it's attack the story. If it bleeds, it leads. If it hangs, it fangs. Okay. That old.
Right. Right, Chuck, but when you went to the gun range, right? When a new gun range opened and you let them shoot you in the arm, that was too much.
Yes.
That was
Yes. After the fact, afterwards, clearly too much. Clearly I jumped in the deep end of the pool with both feet. And not to mention that one time that I jumped into the deep end of the pool with both feet, that was a bit of an overreach.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be different, babe. Okay, I'm late. The people are hanging. I want to get there before they cut them down.
Okay, but sweetheart, please just heed my warning. Don't go overboard.
Okay. I don't know what you just said, but I'll see you later.
Oh my God.
That's right, Carl. It's Chuck McGushin, and I'm here at the local Geppetto's restaurant where
cut his feed. Someone cut his feed. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Chuck is playing a nice fun joke on everyone. That's our Chuck Magushka. Always 2 feet into the story. If you'll remember back a few months ago when he was looking at pools.
Vamp. We need you to vamp.
Right.
Make some light humor about some light hanging humor.
But man, Chuck really kind of looks like an apple up there, doesn't he? Just
good. Maybe something to do with the fact that he was kind of stringy.
You know what Chuck also reminds me of? String cheese. Man, you guys remember when you would just peel the string cheese and instead of one large piece of cheese, you had a lot of different strings of cheese.
Okay, they're not our sponsor. They are not our sponsor.
And,
okay, maybe something to do with the fact that he was kind of strung out.
And you know what? It also reminds me of a time when I had a lot of energy. I was strung out, you might say. And I think Chuck also probably feels a similar way.
Make a pun about him hanging in there.
Man, this news story, I tell you, for a guy that likes string, this is the best kind of news there is. Oh, jeez.
I'm into I'm into flesh.
Oh, nice. So am I.
You could say I'm like really into flesh.
Oh, nice. You could also say so am I. Mainly, my favorite kind of flesh, I guess, I like freckles a lot. That's why I got into dermatology, Hector.
That's why your screen name is Freckles 606060 Is that right? Question mark.
That's exactly right. Smiley face. One time, I was at the beach and didn't put on sunscreen. ... LOL. And I found myself with a lot of freckles later. ... LOL. So.
I feel like this is the only place I can be honest about my flesh fetish, my fleshish, if you will. Send.
You're not breathing weird, are you? Question mark, send.
I'm sorry, can you see my breaths in the email instant message? Send.
I can't talk to this guy anymore.
Shit. I knew I shouldn't have typed my breaths.
Wait. No, I can't see your breath, but I just have an inkling because I'm breathing weird. Send.
No. You're right. That is weird.
Here's the thing, Doc. I think I might have bronchitis, and I think it was brought on by an intense romantic conversation I was having on the internet.
Oh, yeah?
I swear.
No, I'm pretty new to Waterloo, and I was actually wondering if maybe someone could show me where all the chat rooms are.
Well, there's... Okay. I don't...
I heard you have live chat rooms where you actually physically visit the location, but you go into a cubicle and you type to each other.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I've only been to those like 5 or 6 times because they're kind of expensive. But I would say if you like the live experience, it's so worth it.
Well, please don't tell anyone because I wouldn't want them to know that the doctor is doing something so crazy.
No, it is super crazy, and I trust you.
I have a confession to make. I have a fleshish.
You have a fleshish?
I have a flesh fetish. I am a fleshist.
Oh my god.
I am a practicing fleshist.
You're gonna not even believe what I'm gonna tell you, Doc. I am too.
Here is some antibiotics. You know what? Here's a couple extras.
Oh my god.
You know,
Thank you, Doc. I just hope the pharmacist doesn't say anything about this.
Oh, well, only get them one at a time.
This is what the doctor prescribed. I don't know. You can hear the bronchitis.
Yeah, I feel like you're pushing a little bit. I feel like you're kind of pushing the sound to make it sound worse than it is. Are you sure you need 3 different doses of antibiotics? Usually it's just the one cycle.
Well, why would anyone abuse antibiotics? It doesn't even make sense.
I don't know, to curry favor within certain fetishy or marginalized communities.
Hi, how dare you integrate me into a marginalized community just because...
I saw you, Rutherford. I saw you going in to the old abandoned mall where they have those live interactive chat rooms. I saw you walking in there because I was coming out of the old country buffet with my daughter.
This is why I'm sick of living in a small town, Dentine.
That's Dr. Dentine to you.
You're a pharmacist. I hope no one sees me going into this live chat room. Alright. It's a squeaky door. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Michael. So good to see you again.
Welcome back.
Could you not say welcome back out loud? I think it kind of clues people into that I've been here before.
Sure. Thank you for returning.
It's not, I don't know if you get it, but it's the message that's bad. It's not the words themselves.
Oh, I see. I understand. You were here before.
God, Michael, you know how this town is about live chat rooms. If I get outed as a live chatter, that could be the end of me.
I have to ask, did anyone see you come in the front door? Maybe someone who was leaving the old country buffet next door?
No, I checked. Well, damn it, I didn't look around.
We have a strict always look around policy. You know that. It's with your membership. It's clearly stated on your membership card.
I know, but when I was here the first time, you handed me the form, everything felt so rushed.
Okay. Let's just get you into a chat room and get this tension out of you.
Yeah, this is my first time. I'm sure I'll sign the form, but I don't understand what all the hurry's about. Can I read it? Can I just take a moment to read everything?
You should read it. You should read it, man, because what goes on in these cubicles, man, you're going to want to know your rights.
Well, I feel like you're rushing me. This feels like I should just sign it.
Look, I'll go back into my cubicle. I'm just going to say, like, you know what? It's good that you're here. It's good that you're taking control of your own fantasies and come into a live chat room.
You're going to just use the word fantasy and I'm going to feel like I'm not rushed? No way. This is like you're putting pedal to the metal here. Fine, I'll sign it. I'm not even going to read it.
Hey, figure out the paperwork. Nobody's rushing you.
No, I signed it. I signed it.
I'll be right here.
I signed it. Michael, I signed the paperwork. Come get it. Fine.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay.
I hope there's nothing in there.
Here's your membership card. Okay. It's got a lot of instructions on it, especially about being covert when you come into the establishment so that we do not get...
This is laminated?
It's hot. It's freshly laminated. Don't hold it so hard.
No, it's a nice card.
So just make sure...
Were you saying something?
Yes. You have to read all the instructions on the card in the fine print.
Who did this logo? Did you do the logo? Are you the graphic designer?
You're cutting into your hour right now. This is on the clock. You should be chatting right now, and instead you're talking to me about the laminated membership card. I mean, it's your time. You paid.
But there's no rules or anything that I should know, right?
Yes, there's many rules. Did you not read the documents that
Look at it. The font. It's a nice font choice.
He didn't even read it. I saw him.
Okay, well that's on you, bud. That's on you. Okay, I got other chatters I got to get to. So happy chatting.
I wasn't even listening. I was just looking at the card. It's a beautiful card. I think the design work is flawless. Whoever chose the font really knows what they're doing.
Sit down in your cubicle and be quiet.
Okay, Lars.
Look at your screen.
Okay, hold on. Hey guys, first timer here.
Hey, you type it. Type it in.
Sorry.
Type it in.
Sorry.
Type it in.
Sorry. Enter.
You don't know me, but I'm Chester Hester 55155.
Lars, you go by Chester Hester?
It's not me. It's not. Look, man, you gotta understand how things work around here. This is why you needed to read all the documents, okay? Stop yelling. You act like you don't know anyone else, and then you make a connection, and then you pretend to be somebody else. That's why the cops want to shut us down.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Lars. He Chester Hester 12599. This is Coke Can Stanley.
Good name, Coke Can Stanley.
Well, what I'm telling you, John, you're my grandson. And if I want you to know one thing, it's that if you drink Coke out of a can, the aluminum is going to seep into your bloodstream. And by the age of 14, you're going to be dead, John. So I know you think Coke sounds fun here as a little 5-year-old. But no, okay?
It gives me energy. It helps me make fun of faces, and also it helps me to not go to sleep at night for when the monsters come out of the closet.
Okay, John. Well, if it makes you feel better, then drink up, bud. Okay?
Also, Grandpa, by monsters, I mean Mom's new boyfriend, Jefferson.
Oh.
Yeah. Because one time I did see him in my closet at night.
Okay, you know what, John? Maybe we should talk a little bit more about that. Hey, John. How's your bed? John.
Childhood.
John.
Sometimes. I kicked the ball.
You know what, John? I know you're asleep, but just know this.
I lost the tooth. I lost the tooth.
John, I can tell you're having a sweet dream. Just know that I love your mother very much.
It's my 6th birthday.
And by the time you turn 7, you'll be my stepson. But you won't. I won't think of you as a stepson.
Why not?
Wait, John, are you awake or asleep? Good morning.
Why are you in my closet?
Because, John, I was confessing to you what a great and loving step-parent I would be.
Oh. Is that where people normally do that from, is in that closet?
It's what my father did to me, John. But he was my regular father.
Oh. My regular father used to give me Coke.
Just like his father before him, right? Because I heard your grandfather also did that.
Haha, you stuttered. This investigation was really getting nowhere. I felt like I was going round and round, chasing a bunch of leads and a bunch of details that didn't matter and didn't really even pertain to what I was working on. This Waterloo police force really was backed up, but at least I had the new recruit with me. He was there at every turn as I rifled through papers, because as everyone knows, figuring out a murder is a lot of rifling through papers.
How's the paper rifling going, Detective Flint?
It's going great, Curtis. How was Yazoo? Did you enjoy your lunch, your early lunch?
You gotta eat it, Yazoo. This place is so fun. Okay, first of all, you do like they bring you in and they make you stretch, and so everyone's stretching. I know, like a restaurant where you do calisthenics. I couldn't believe it. And thanks for letting me get an hour off. You know, I have a very I'm an emotional police officer, so I really
have noticed.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Curtis, no, go ahead. Go along.
Am I too emotional?
Curtis, you're perfect. You're the perfect level of emotional. And honestly, your description of Yazoo made it. Curtis, do you really need a hug right now?
Well, no, I don't.
You said, Curtis, I let you go to lunch. You take a 2-hour lunch. You start at 10 a.m. We started work at 9, Curtis.
So early. I was like, 10 a.m. so early.
Okay, and then now, can't you just be happy with the fact that you got to go on an early lunch, but now you need a hug?
I am happy. Oh, that's my mom's calling. Just 1 second.
Hey, Kerby.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Kerby. Thanks for sending.
Yeah, I'm at the murder scene right now.
Oh my God, Kerby! Yeah. Well, I just wanted to call because I got the picture you sent me from Yazoo.
Yes.
That looked like a good burger.
Mom, that was the best burger. So first, you do calisthenics and you get your appetite warmed up. That's how they said it, and that's called the Kazoo method, right? Yazoo method, and then everyone sits down and you all pray together, but not a religious prayer, Mom. Okay. More like a spiritual, like tapping in to what I already knew was in there, Mom. Wow. And then it's time to eat. And man, did we.
That sounds like a really cool place. Like, oh my gosh, it sounds colorful. It must be colorful in there, isn't it?
It's very colorful. It's the colors of the Yazoo rainbow. Are you not familiar with the Yazoo? Mom, there's so much to learn about the Yazoo way.
Well, Curtis, you know, I don't get out much. Your father and I like watching Jeopardy, and we like watching The Wheel, and that's our week.
Get off the phone, Deborah.
But hey,
Alex Trebek is speaking, and you dare to speak over him?
Hey, Daniel, I'm talking to Curtis. I'm talking to our son. He went to Yazoo.
How can I hear the answers in order to formulate the questions, which I've already missed? Mount Kilimanjaro. God damn it, Deborah. Mount Kilimanjaro. I knew that one.
Well, Daniel, please. Curtis is on the phone, and he sounds like he's having a good day at Yazoo, and I would like to share in his joy.
Is Dad mad? Is Dad mad that I called? Is Dad proud of me that I'm a cop?
Yeah, I can tell by the way he's sweetheart. You're always proud of Curtis, aren't you, sweetheart?
Cheyenne, the Battle of Cheyenne. God damn it, Deborah, you and your weak offspring, shut your mouths. Okay. Alex Trebek is speaking.
Well, it looks like you found our daily double. Well, go ahead and wager.
Alex, I would like to wager $2,211.
Oh, 2211. Must be a special date. Tell me about that date. Special date?
Actually, it was, yes. On February 21st of 2001, I found my meaning, my purpose in life.
Lisa, that is a beautiful story.
Yes, I joined the Waterloo Police Department, a new Lou.
I swear to God, if you don't get off that phone and get back to crime solving, we are not going to have any more lunch.
Okay, Mom. We'll just tell him I'm sorry, and then I'll be by later, and I will make my bed. Okay.
Of course, sweetheart.
I love you with
I
all
love
of my
you.
heart and all of the wishes and hopes and all of the dreams and all of the tenderness and all of the hearts of all the people in all the world.
And you, my sweet boy in blue, follow your dreams and make sure the Yazoo way fills your spirit. And when you do come and say hi to your father, know that he loves you just as much as I do.
He
And
does,
we have,
even though he
we
doesn't
have-
know how to show it. It's true.
You tell our stupid son that if he doesn't get off that phone, I will call Alex Trebek and I'll ask him to personally put a hit out on him. You know, whatever your father said, I think he just means to say I love you. Okay, Curtis, we'll talk to you soon.
Sounded like a threat that involved Alex Trebek, but okay, I gotta go, Mom. I gotta go.
Okay. Bye, Curtis.
I apologize, Detective Flint, for my emotional phone call that I had to do in the middle of our day. But now I assure you, I am ready to solve the murder of the Lou and figure out what happened.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like she was murdered by angry restaurant workers.
Really? Are these the same angry restaurant workers who got fed up by having to act like marionettes and then subsequently took their own lives?
I believe so. I've been hearing a lot about buttermints.
All the pieces are coming together in this woven tapestry, which I completely do not understand.
You know what, Curtis? You were never meant to understand.
Well,
All
then-
you need to know is that she's dead, and it's because she took too many buttermints.
That's why you're the best. Okay, look, I know you're a big shot detective and everything, and this is just little Waterloo, Iowa, the new Lou.
Why do you
but-
all say that?
Because we're trying to rebrand. Okay, we're trying to get on the national stage here in Waterloo. Okay, and Waterloo, it sounds dumb. It sounds old. So I proposed, and I'm glad you asked. Did you just wind your watch?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I can't. Okay. Look,
I didn't wind it. I changed the time. I just set it to Waterloo time right now because the passion that you people have for this town has won me over.
The new Lou. I'm glad you're
The new Lou.
the new Lou. Thank you, Detective Flint, for being so hard-boiled. And really, so I have to fill out the reports since you are just a private detective and I shouldn't have let you in the crime scene at all, but I'm really grateful that you did. So when I'm filling out the report, what exactly happened?
When you say just a private detective, what exactly does that word just mean in that sentence?
I didn't mean it to be offensive. I meant like, no. Don't turn your time back to East Coast time. We need you around here. Okay. I didn't mean to offend you. I meant just as in simply or diminished in regard to, just like limited to or not of great capacity.
They're going to need another detective.
No.
Yes.
So the concept is Yazoo. And at the front, we have all the pads on the floors.
Yeah.
For everyone to roll around and stretch their bodies. Because food and eating is a physical activity. It should involve the entire bodies, yes?
Of course, yes.
Right? and we will put the restaurant right here on Main Street in Waterloo, Iowa, for all the people who come by, right? And we will have then the middle section will be a little bit of a warm up where you kind of get your blood flowing, and then you go right to the tables where you will eat the food that you ordered when you walk into front doors.
Oh my gosh. Let me say to you, Hans. Let me say, Mr. Yazoo, if that's more appropriate.
You can call me, you know what? Tommy, listen, I was wondering, is it too much if I just go by one name like Cher or Sting or Prince, and I am just Yazoo?
I love it.
Do you?
It's the only thing that makes me want to stay here any longer.
I know it has been difficult for you to come and live with me here in the middle of nowhere, in a country, in a city, in a town that has no culture and nothing to offer us at all, because you were a famous dancer back in Albania. But you are such a big heart that you come to be with me here while I build my Yazoo dream.
That's right. They called me the Albanian dancing ox. They said he moves in such a way that the Prime Minister of Belgium even has come to Albania.
That is your most, I love how we say our most famous quotes to each other, you know. And they said about me and my first creation back in Albania.
Yeah.
I know you know this, but I will say it out loud anyway.
Say it, tell me.
They said, say it with me.
Okay.
This restaurant will change the way people eat. Forever.
Yes, forever. I know. And that to me is so beautiful. And I think that this is why it's meant to be.
Let's make up the quote that will be in the Waterloo Daily Times about the Yazoo restaurant once we get it up and running, and it is a smash success hit.
Okay, fine.
Yazoo
and
Tommy have created
an amazing experience for everyone to enjoy. That's right.
That's right.
Well, absolutely.
Yazoo and Tommy have created a wonderful experience for everyone to enjoy. Helen, have you read this paper?
I'm sorry, Doug. I was just finishing all the dishes from breakfast. I'm sorry, I'm not done yet.
Helen, you made a hell of an omelet this morning, can I just say?
I knew I was going to rope you in with my domestic ways. Looks like somebody who came here on Thursday hasn't left yet, and it's already Saturday, and he's reading my morning paper.
Well, all I had to say, Helen, is if I don't make my way to this Yazoo place, I don't know if I can live. I need calisthenics mixed with food.
Well, Doug, that does sound like a fantastic new restaurant, and I love the idea of fitness mixed with food. But
who doesn't?
You know, I'm a chef and a personal trainer, so I just wondered, like, why would you want to, leave the hen house when you can have the eggs cracked in your mouth for free? You know that old expression?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.